This might be a really irresponsible decision. Alex is not pleased. So this vlog did not really go the way I planned. Today is kind of a tough day. Hey, it's Amber. Welcome to this week's vlog. If you are new here, I make videos about kind of crunchy motherhood lifestyle, and I just recently shared a video opening up about the fact that Alex and I have been trying for baby number 2 for a while now, and it has not happened. When I was filming that video, I was actually in the 2-week wait. I just started my period today. So this is the type of day or week that I normally would avoid vlogging, or sometimes like I just wouldn't put out a video at all. I said I'm in a better place mentally and emotionally, and that's true, but I still have hard days and hard moments. And anytime I start my period, it is really hard. I definitely feel like I've just been on the brink of tears all day today. This now will be our 11th month trying, so every single month that we get closer to that 12-month mark is just really hard. I track my cycle like a crazy person. I know we're timing sex properly and it's not happening. So it's frustrating because I just wish I could get help and support now. And I'm kind of like, what do you think is magically gonna happen that hasn't happened in the last 10 months? But I'm obviously not a doctor. Do you want more avocado? Anyway, this might be a really irresponsible decision, but Kai and I were at the pet store earlier to get food for June and cat litter, and I saw this little black kitten all by herself in the little cage thing. And I actually have been wanting to get another cat for a long time, like since we moved here to Colorado and we moved into a bigger space. Not this home, our last apartment was 2 stories. So I initially thought that would be enough space to have a cat. I honestly don't remember what held us back from doing it. I think it was just like too much was going on. We had just moved to a completely different state, but I saw this cat and I went and pet her and later held her, and I just like got this like feeling that like that is our cat. So I got the application for the cat and I texted Alex and he was like, all right, if you feel like you can handle it, then get the cat. So he's coming home for lunch, and I think he's staying home because he had to get up early and go to work today. So we might be getting another cat. I'm not trying to deal with what's going on by way of distraction. It kind of just seemed to fall into my lap. I figured I would just take you with me through this week. It's not going to be an easy week, but I wanted to give you a more raw look into my life and into what I'm going through, since at this point now, there's no reason to hide anything. We're actually doing this, unless she's not there. Alex is not pleased. I'm using my phone because my camera died. She's still here. For a second, I thought she got moved. There she is. Hi, baby. Oh. We got approved. We're doing it. We've got the cash because I guess they only take cash, so we're just picking out a couple things now. Have a good one. Thank you. Oh, what do you think, Kai? Don't put your finger in. So dirty. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Kitty seems to be settling in good. She ran around for quite a bit, but she's still running around, but not quite as much. Right before we left the pet store, one of the employees was like, she is a lot of cat, so we'll see how this goes. Uh-oh, we had a little accident. I've got the basement bathroom set up for her. Originally, I was a little bit nervous that this is too small, but I think that this is actually gonna be a better option for her, at least for a couple of days. Like, I think it'll be less overwhelming, and this gives her a little more separation from June because June doesn't spend a ton of time down here. So I put the litter box here, This is actually one of June's beds, but she never uses it. So I bought a new blanket for August and I put it in there. She seems to be okay with it. And then food and water and a toy. August is settling down. She was meowing for a little bit, but she's been quiet now. June is so mad at me. I don't think she fully comprehends what's going on because the second we got here, we immediately took August downstairs and we kept June up here. Anytime I'm cooking and Alex and Kai are outside, June always lays down in the kitchen while I cook, and here she is. Oh. Oopsies. Great petting. That's great petting. She did really good last night. Did not make a peep. Every time I came in the bathroom before we went to bed, she was up on the sink. So I actually took a towel, I'll show you right there, and I put it in the sink, and that way she could sleep in here if she wanted. And I'm pretty sure that's where she slept, because today, most of the time when I've come down here to check on her, she's in this little sink bed instead of the little like hideaway hut that I put on the floor. Kai is obsessed. He loves her. He gets a little too excited, and when she like runs around, he screams. But he is also getting better at being gentle with her. Like if she's sitting on my lap, he'll pet her and kiss her. So far, I kind of don't know what the people at the store meant by she's just a lot of cat. Maybe she plays really crazy with other cats or something like that, because she definitely is like running around like a kitten, but I don't feel like it's anything extra. And every single time that we come down here, she is very content to just sit or walk around me, sit in my lap, cuddle. This is definitely not how you should deal with not getting pregnant, but so far it is working out very good. Roll into mama. Yeah. Yeah. You did it. Today is kind of a tough day. I've had an easier time telling strangers about this than my own circle of family and friends. I think mostly just because I know that I'm probably never gonna see them again. And so it's usually like at the park, sometimes people will be like, oh, are you gonna have a second? And I'll just tell them what's going on. Met someone this morning, told them what was going on. At first they were like really sweet and empathetic, and then they made some comments that were just kind of insensitive. And yeah, things like that can just really get to you when you're already in such a vulnerable place. And it's on me at the end of the day. Like, I chose to tell them. Listening to other people talk about going through trying to get pregnant and infertility, I've heard both sides of the spectrum. Some people are like, I've told all my family and friends, and then other people are more like me and prefer to keep it to themselves and maybe will tell a small handful of people. I don't have a huge social circle between my friends and my family, and so while some people might prioritize that support system and just accept that maybe every here and there they're going to get an insensitive comment or have someone like make light of it or something like that. 5 minutes. I'm the opposite in that I would rather protect my heart from those types of comments. And maybe it's because I feel like I'm an extra sensitive person. Things like that just really affect me, and I'm telling myself like it doesn't matter. Whatever someone else says doesn't change what's going on. It doesn't make it any better or worse. See, I'm gonna cry right now. This was like hours ago. It is what it is. I'm moving on. That's how my day started. Whoa, I like that. I like how you did that. Just got back from the vet with little baby Augie. She tested negative for feline leukemia, which thank goodness. I feel like I can take a deep breath now because I was kind of panicking about that since she was not previously tested. Because if she tested positive, I don't know what we would do from there. Like, I know that some cats, I guess, can be cured, but I think some don't ever get over it and they just have to like live with it forever. And it's a really easily spread virus. So I've been kind of holding my breath. She was laying down even after she got the shots, even after she had her blood drawn. She just seems like a really good cat, which is amazing because June is such a good cat. And my concern with getting a second cat was that they would just be like mean compared to June, or like lurky and Heidi, or now that we have a toddler that they wouldn't be as good with Kai as June is. But it just feels so meant to be. Like, her and Kai are playing ball back and forth right now. Like, she just is a perfect little fit. I'm also doing a lot better today mentally. I decided last night that I think what I'm gonna do is, if we don't get pregnant this cycle, so the 11th cycle, next month, I'm going to call the clinic that I've been going to see if I can make like a month in advance appointment, just assuming that we're not gonna get pregnant the 12th cycle either. That will just make me feel a little bit better because I definitely am kind of a control freak. And so the whole like just wait 12 months thing is so hard for me. But I think if I can just get something in the books, that will give me a little bit more space to relax, knowing that I actually am being proactive, kind of, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's hormones or if I'm more of a toddler than my toddler. He's having leftovers and I was just like, I don't want that. So I made myself a snack plate. We have hot pepper sardines, tomatoes from my garden with olive oil and salt, Parmesan cheese, figs, pickles, and then this is gluten-free toast that I made with butter and apricot preserves. Oh, you want to show your plate? What's on Kai's plate? A cracker. I'm a little nervous. I'm going to try to put the two cats in the same space together. For the most part, they are able to like be next to each other with the baby gate in between them. So I'm getting cat treats. Alex is outside with Kai so we can keep it nice and calm in here. I'm gonna clean up all of Kai's toys, and then I think I'm gonna put I think I'll let August out and just see if June wants to come down, and I'll just leave the baby gate open. And that way there's also like an escape route if needed. Mostly they were pretty good. August is like all talk, like August is growling at June when there's something in between them. But once they were both in the same room, August just pranced right up to June. And a couple things I think made June nervous, and that's why she hissed. So when the hissing and the just looking tense was becoming the standard instead of like relaxed and doing their own thing, that's when I just decided to put August away. So hopefully that's normal. I have no experience with this. I just know you're supposed to take it like really, really slow. We're gonna pick a bunch of things, okay? Hold on to it. Yeah, I tried to get that one. It wasn't ready. Do you want to eat one raspberry? One raspberry. Nice. So this vlog did not really go the way I planned. The plan was to show you how I normally cope with the first week of my period and the types of like self-care that I implement during this week. But because we got August, I just did not have the time and energy to do a lot of the things that I normally do. I still did some of the things, like I drink red raspberry leaf and nettle tea pretty much every single night, but the plan basically changed in an instant, which I actually am okay with. And I think that that's a testament to how far I've come in the last 5 or 6 months, because there was a time in the middle of this journey-ish where I felt like if I don't do these things, if I don't take care of my body and show my body that she's in a safe place and that she can relax, I'm gonna ruin my chances this month. And so sometimes the self-care in and of itself would cause me extra stress because I felt like I need to check this thing off my list. And if I don't do it at the right time, I'm gonna blow my chances. And that's not self-care. If the self-care is making you stress out, then something is not right there. Anyway, my period is over. Today's cycle day 7, and this is usually the point in my cycle where I start to feel a little bit more hopeful. I think that's usually because estrogen is rising and building in your system, and estrogen gives you energy usually. So the girls are not fully acquainted yet. It's still a work in progress. So I think that that's actually a good kind of like project for me to have this month. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.